when you start looking at sugar like you would alcohol or meth or any other controlled substance or drug, your life's going to improve.
I was not supposed to be successful. Hey there, Casey Ship here, fitness model, hormone expert, and a master energy healer. I help goal-oriented women clear out the reason why nothing has worked and finally step into their purpose and get everything they've ever wanted.
Somebody had asked, like, what are the effects of sugar on our brains and bodies, especially with, after Halloween and then coming into the holidays. So let's talk about that. So I used to have a sugar addiction. I mean, those of you on my Facebook page, I help women lose weight when nothing else has worked by healing trauma, shame, guilt, fear. There's emotional blocks there, and so I help you get unstuck. So with the sugar, I used to have something sweet after every time that I ate food, every time. Everybody had heart attacks in my family, stroke, or diabetes and stuff like that. In my refrigerator growing up, I always had goodies. Like my dad and I would sit there and eat marshmallow cream, Little Debbie's. Like I grew up on Little Debbie's, shout out Little Debbie. So there's that. But I was always sick as well. Matter of fact, I got on birth control. Birth control causes Candida. Candida is a yeast overgrowth in our bodies that makes us crave refined carbohydrates and specifically sugar. Candida feeds on sugar. I was on birth control for like 7 years. I got on it at like 14, 15. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then in high school, I got so many yeast infections from being on antibiotics so much that they thought I was a diabetic. And really it was just over-prescribed antibiotics because I was also the type, I came from that small town USA where doctors were God. And every little sniffle I would get, they'd take me to the doctor's office. And so what would they give me? They would give me antibiotics because that's what doctors do. They give you pills and stuff and manage symptoms. This is why I created Hotmomz, because I'm not about that. I want to heal at the root. I want to, if I can heal naturally, and I love prescription medication. Look, I've taken it. I take it. I do not diss Western medicine. I think that there's a time and place for Western medicine. But at some point, when are we going to take responsibility for the most powerful medication that has ever been put on this earth called food? So Candida, I had Candida. I had really, really bad Candida and yeast overgrowth because I had no gut bacteria left whatsoever from all the antibiotics as well, and stress. That's why I preach and teach on trauma, because if you don't heal your trauma, which is shame, guilt, and fear, you're going to have a really hard time with hitting your weight goals, being healthy, and kicking the cravings and all that, because all of it's just emotional. Like if you crave sugar around certain times or whatever, a lot of it's emotional, or you don't eat enough. But I'm talking about Candida right now. Can we heal Candida? Absolutely. Done it before myself, done it before many times with my clients. I teach you that in the health protocols inside of Hotmomz Mastermind. Because if you don't do two things, you're just doing symptom management at best. We have to heal the leaky gut and the Candida, of course, but we have to go a step further and do a little bit of mindset and trauma work, because there is a reason why everything was depleted, and it was from some kind of stress and or eating improperly. Rachel said, amen, girl, on the birth control. I just came off a couple weeks ago. My Candida has been through the roof, and I was on it 12 to 14 years. Yeah, so Rachel, it's time that we do a Candida protocol with you. Also, the emotional, thing behind Candida is anger. A lot of anger. And I would say too, Rachel, that's coming up for you. It's coming up for me, and it's coming up for a lot of people right now. It's why people are they're attacking people. I got attacked this morning in my DMs saying that I don't need to help people because I don't care about people. And I mean, okay, anybody that knows and has worked with me knows a little bit differently. But you know what? They felt very triggered, right? So right now, a lot of anger is coming out. I channeled some anger this morning during my workout because it's coming up, right? And so it's best to do our inner work, our mindset, emotional work. And that's what I teach you in Hotmomz, is how to become emotionally stable, an emotional powerhouse, so that you don't get taken off. You don't have things come in and you just find yourself falling off this wagon. You become just bulletproof, because these things are not going to slow down. They're always going to come. There's always going to be another 2020, okay? So how do you get prepared for that? Well, how do people get prepared for wars? How do soldiers get prepared? They go through training, extensive training, real life training. All right. Look at the special forces and what they do in Army Rangers. Yet we are not taught that. That's what we do in Hotmomz. We are like an emotional boot camp, so that you can finally not give in to these sugar cravings. Matter of fact, so we can clear the sugar cravings out. Now, so number one is Candida, okay? So you could have overgrowth of Candida, which is yeast. Yes, Nikki. Good, good. That could be one thing from just poor internal hygiene, okay? It does not mean you're a bad person. It does not mean you're nasty. I had it, okay? That's all shame. Let's throw shame out and guilt out, and we can choose now to take responsibility for our health and our cravings and everything else. Okay, next. If you have cravings, now it could be one of two things. The emotional side, right? Diabetes, diabetics. Do you know what the emotional meaning is behind diabetes? Anybody know without Googling? Megan. Oh, thank you, Megan. So the emotional meaning behind diabetes is lack of sweetness in life. You're not able to fully enjoy the sweetness that life has to offer. And that's why I was talking about the anger. You're not ready to receive love. If things aren't working out and things just aren't like where you want it to be, it's usually your heart's not open because you've been hurt so bad before. And the world's been pretty cruel to you. So what do? We harden up and we put our nose down and we grind and we protect ourselves and we fight everybody and we don't trust. And there we go. And so sugar, by the way, they did study on mice. I hate that they do animal cruelty, but whatever. Not whatever, you get what I'm saying. And the mice could stay on hot surfaces longer, the ones that had sugar. What does that tell you? Sugar numbs pain. Sugar numbs pain. Hey, Jessica. Sugar numbs pain. And that's why sugar's up there with like opioids, heroin. It is. It's as addictive too. I've been addicted to sugar. You ever known, or like wine, when you just have one, you want another one and you think about it the next day and the next day, y'all. When you start looking at sugar like you would alcohol or meth or any other controlled substance or drug, your life's going to improve. But then comes the shame and the guilt because maybe you can't do it. And that's where Hotmomz comes in. We help you clear out that and understand why it's been so hard. So not being able to enjoy the sweetness of life is one thing because you crave sugar because emotionally you don't know how to feel your stuff, right? That's like the deep stuff, and we don't have time to go into that. If you do wish to go there and you really want to kick it, highly recommend commenting or shooting me a DM and just say sugar Hotmomz. We won't give you a kiss, but just say sugar Hotmomz and we'll know, and we can get you booked with like a 15-minute consult to see what's going on, if we can help, and then we can give you more information on Hotmomz or maybe something, a resource that'll help you right now. Okay, the third thing with sugar is you just simply may not be eating enough. Simple as that. I can't tell you how many women I get in, or you may be ADHD, ADD, and you're taking meds and you come off and you want sugar because you're feeling you're in a different state, like you don't know how to feel the come down, and so you want sugar. That could be another thing too, because I know a lot about ADHD and ADD and stuff like that. But really, it's just you're not eating enough. A lot of women, especially the ones that I work with, go, 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 go. They're busy, busy, busy. You know, they rarely eat, or they're just go, 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 go. And they don't feel anything. A lot of them, matter of fact, go, 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 go to avoid feeling, because resting to them triggers them to feel inadequate or lazy or whatever, or the ball's going to drop or whatever, because they're addicted to emotional chaos because of the way they grew up. So let me try to reel it back in to not go that deep. Just eat more. So start tracking your food and see how much you're eating and try to hit 2,000 calories. You know, unless you've been eating 1,100 and you're 5 foot tall, then you're going to have to slowly reverse diet out of that. You know what I mean? So we teach you how to do that in Hotmomz, or you can do it yourself, whatever. But ultimately, just start tracking what you're eating and aim to just eat more fruit. And now here's a hack, okay? I know coming from the bodybuilding world, everybody tells you don't eat fruit. And a lot of the diets, too, tell women not to eat fruit. There's too much sugar. When I went by that rule, I was sick. Those of you in Hotmomz can testify on this one. Eating more fruit has made you what? Eating more fruit will heal your body. It's alive. It is alive. Same thing. That's why they say fruits and vegetables, right? If you'll replace your sugar with fruit, you're going to be, and I don't care. I don't care if you eat a whole watermelon. I don't care if you eat a whole watermelon in one sitting. You know, you're going to be way better than if you did eat refined table sugar. That's a fact. Promise. Promise, promise, promise. So any of you bodybuilder, bro, diet, whatever, that's getting triggered by this, just unfollow or ask a very intelligent question instead of bashing women who are trying to come off of sugar, okay? So I need you to eat more sugar. Okay, eat more sugar, eat more fruit instead of sugar. Don't eat more sugar. Eat more fruit instead of sugar. Also, pay attention. Pay attention to salsa, ketchup, condiments, creamers. All that has added sugar in it, okay? Even cane juice, even coconut, whatever, crystals. Also, sugar-free. I tried that as well during my diet days. And quite honestly, via the food tests and the gut stuff, like the artificial stuff is more damaging to your gut lining than anything. So if you can just, it's almost like a drug. It's almost like, why don't we just heal your anxiety issue or to get to the root of your depression instead of just taking this? I mean, you can do both, but kind of sugar-free is kind of like one of those things that's, it's cool, but why don't we just fix the issue, the reason why you're really craving sugar instead, and that way you won't crave it anymore, and you'll just be happy regardless, you know? Because I get it. I know what it's like to feel addicted to sugar. I was addicted to sugar. I didn't have any good bacteria in my gut on my food sensitivity test. Yeah, a lot of people don't. And the food sensitivity test she's talking about is inside of a couple programs. We have Elevate. Elevate's CaseyShip.com/Elevate. And once you get in there, I think it's like a $10 program or $197 for life. And the food test is inside of there. Food test is like $30, and you send out a couple of your hairs, and you send it off, and they'll send you the results back. And it'll actually tell you what probiotics you need and don't need. You'll save a lot of money on supplements. So I would recommend doing that. Or if you want to go fast and you want everything, you want to go fast, you really got some serious goals, and Hotmomz is a clear. It's definitely a great option. So yeah, that's the three things around sugar. One could be candida, yeast, and all that stuff, which still goes back to an emotional health issue. Number two, what was the other one? Yeah, I think we just covered the emotional part. Number three is you're just not eating enough. That's the case for a lot of women. You're just not eating enough food. So and that's why my webinar, that free training where I go over the 3 secrets of how I went from 1,400 calories and doing fasted cardio to eating over 2,000 calories, training way less, and I got a better body, and I got healthier. I started eating more fruit, and I healed my sugar addiction, and I just got healthier. And that's in CaseyShip.com/register, and you'll find that free training where I show you my blood work, and I show you a lot about what I did to just kind of like change my health and body and mindset. Let me check this out real quick. Fruit has, Kendra said, fruit has made 1,000% difference in all areas. My gut, my hydration, and my cravings. Yeah. And I remember, I've been there, like where people, even doctors would tell me, and I even had one girl, she was working with me privately, Michelle. She was doing so good, and I told her like she was going to get triggered again. And she did, went to the doctors, and they're like, you better watch out eating that sugar. Honey, do you know fruit, do you know she went in with weight loss? And they're like, wow, what have you been doing? And when she told them she's been eating more fruit, they go, you better watch out. I went, that. A doctor said that to her. I'm like, let me tell you something. This is why you need to be around women like me and the ones in Hotmomz, a free group or paid group. Because the information that you're getting out there, just look around. Those people, look at their blood results. Look at their blood work. And then even then, you're just checking a regular CBC. We look at things on a much deeper level. Also, are they helping? Do they have thousands of transformations like we do here in Hotmomz? No. So let the doctors stay in their craft of giving a pill, fixing your bone, fixing your heart. Do not take nutrition information from a physician. Odds are they've had 1 hour out of all their umpteen hours of medical training. And they respect that. I'm not dissing doctors. I have friends that are physicians. The partnering physicians that we work with in Hotmomz, They say our specialty is not what Casey's is. So we partner because what we can't do, Casey does, and it allows us to do our job better. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, hey. Ashley said, you hit every point from A to Z, so helpful, inspired by you. Too much. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. What kind of probiotics should we get? Whatever it says you need, Rebecca. So whatever the food test says that you need, it'll tell you, and this is in a course inside of Hotmomz called Food Test Success. I break it down and show you how to handle the emotional aspect of it and how to really implement and build your customized diet. So yeah, the food test is going to say like what you need, what you lack, and then you just go buy those. And also if you're in Hotmomz, you'll have access to the toolkit, or those of you may have the toolkit. You just go there and you'll see all the probiotics that you could ever need. They're there as well. So if you don't have any of that and you're doing it solo, then just look at it and whatever it says that you need, that your gut needs, just go buy that. Get on Amazon and just buy exactly what it says that you need. Awesome. That's all I have to say about sugar. Kind of in my Forrest Gump mode before I get ready for my next call. But any other questions about sugar? And we're going to replace it with fruit. It is an emotional issue. It is an emotional issue because sugar numbs pain. Okay, so when you're wanting sugar, you're just not wanting to feel. That's what that is. Okay. What's a treat? Well, what are you? A dog? You want to be healthy, or you want to eat sugar when you feel happy? Did you know you don't even have to do that? Like you can feel happy and just feel happy. There doesn't need to be a food attached to it. Y'all, you're talking to somebody that had a serious food addiction. Okay. I come from Southerners who eat around, basically like Italians. We eat around everything. We eat if we're sad, happy, throat chakra. We eat, it doesn't matter. We eat or drink our feeling. We don't feel. We just work. And you do life, and then you die. That's where I come from. I was not supposed to be successful at all, okay? So if you want to know more of my story and exactly what I did, you want to see my blood work, you want to see how horrible it was and the steps and the mindset things that I did to change it, caseyship.com/register. That'll get you in and watch the free training. If you want more information on Elevate, you'll get access to that. Once you just register for that, you'll get a text from us, or you can just go to caseyship.com/elevate, and then the food test is inside there. Okay? Looking forward to hearing about how it helped you. And those of you that are trainers watching this, you need to get your clients on the food test because it's going to make your job a lot easier. Okay? Haley said, I crave the sugar, then immediately feel guilt and shame after. It makes me feel crappy, but I'm addicted. Yeah, Haley, you know what? I was too. I was too. Mary said, yeah, that just spoke to me loud and clear. Attach happiness with food. Yeah. Mary, and if you feel ashamed of this, you can feel ashamed. I'm not going to tell you how you should or shouldn't feel, but I've been there. It's kind of normal. There's a reason why most people are overweight and most people cannot, properly care for themselves when it comes to nutritional healing, is because we were not taught that. And we were not taught to understand our emotions. We don't know about it in nutrition. All we know is what, dear Lord, the TV teaches us. Y'all know what's happened with the TV nowadays. Tina said, I was shocked how low my probiotics were. Since I take a probiotic daily, must be taking the wrong one. Yeah, that's usually it. And that's the thing is I used to buy all the supplements. I'd spend thousands of dollars that I did not have on all these supplements and trying to be healthy. And that's when I was at the worst health ever. So the easiest way is if what you don't know, you make up in time. So if you were like me and you don't have a lot of time, just pay for somebody. I've got all the physicians in place. I've got the testing. I've got the emotional IQ stuff that can help you heal the shame and the guilt and the trauma. Even the money stuff. If you have guilt around and fear around it, that just means that there's a smoke screen up. There's an emotional drunkenness that's going on and you can't see and you're afraid to take action because of your trauma. That's all it is. Your trauma wants to keep you stuck. Your trauma wants to keep you down. Your trauma wants to keep you sick, okay? Think of it as dark energy or the devil, all right? What's the opposite of that? Light, love, God, source, possibilities, miracles, breakthroughs, awakenings. Go to that side and start taking action out of that. And just, look into all this stuff. Start learning a bunch of this stuff. Yeah. So caseyship.com/register and or caseyship.com/elevate. I've got to go eat right now before my next call, or I will be like kaput. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I think wait. I got a photo shoot. Wait. I tell you what, we'll announce the live tomorrow. Even if she's going to be doing my makeup. We'll announce it. So just keep an eye out on my free group, Hotmomz free group, for the time tomorrow. And then we can go over something. Listen, I want to make sure that you're learning and you're applying it instead of just showing up wasting time. You ain't doing it. I need you to start applying things that I'm teaching and coming back with obstacles. Right? What have you run into? Where's the challenges? Where do you feel stuck and blocked? Now we can move through it. So whatever questions you have, just go ahead, put those in. You can send us a DM. You can email us support@hotmomzlifestyle.com, or you can go into the free group and just post the question. You can just post the question. Hey, I've been doing this right here, and I've got a question about this. Okay? Got it? So those of you in Facebook over here, come on over to the free group. There's a lot more stuff here in the free group that we don't put here and post on the public page for good reason. So come on over. There should be a link over there on that page for the free group. Or if you've registered for my free training, you're going to get a text that just invites you anyway.
This is it. I've got a free training, caseyship.com/register. Be sure to grab that and then join my free Facebook group and just reach out. Struggle is not required. So hit me up, caseyship.com/register. Talk to you soon.